Migration and settlement of the Krobo people. The sun was setting over the vast expanse of the African savanna as the Ga-Dangbi people, led by their brave chiefs, continued their epic journey. Among them were the Krobo people, skilled farmers, hunters, and gatherers who had been traveling for many moons. As they approached the Akuse region, the Krobo leader, with a keen eye for fertile land and abundant resources, gazed out at the majestic Krobo Mountain. "My people, we have found our home!" he exclaimed, his voice carrying across the landscape. "On this mountain we shall reside, and in its caves we shall find shelter. Its bushes shall be our farmland, its forest our hunting ground, and its waterfall our source of life." The Krobo people cheered and rushed towards the mountain, waving goodbye to their brothers and sisters who would continue their journey. The leader, with a wise and weathered face, called out to his people. "Ladies and children, settle and prepare food for us to eat, while we men go and search for our shelter in the caves. We must ensure our safety and security in this new home." He selected a group of brave men, armed with bows, arrows, and sticks, to accompany him into the unknown caves. The fetish priest, with a sacred staff in hand, performed a ritual to invoke the protection of the Almighty God and the guidance of their ancestors.
"O great spirits, we come in peace and humility, seeking your blessing and protection as we settle in this new land. Guide our steps and safeguard us from harm."
As the ritual concluded, the men marched into the mountain, their hearts pounding with anticipation and fear. The darkness of the caves was illuminated only by the faint light of torches, casting eerie shadows on the walls. Suddenly, the sound of wild animals echoed through the caves, and the men froze, their senses on high alert. But as they cautiously proceeded, they realized that the caves were empty, save for the dens of wild animals. The men returned to their families, who had prepared a feast of roasted meat and steaming vegetables. They celebrated their safe arrival, singing and dancing around the fire, their voices and laughter carrying into the night. As the wild animals heard the commotion, they fled into the nearby forest, and the Krobo people settled in for the night, their brave warriors standing guard. The next morning, a group of young men, selected by the chief and fetish priest, ventured into the mountain to prepare the caves for settlement. They worked tirelessly for 7 days, clearing the paths, burning bushfires to the caves, and burning out any remaining wild animals. The young men, armed with weapons and determination, entered the caves, their torches casting flickering shadows on the walls. They checked every nook and cranny, ensuring the caves were safe for their families. Finally, the Krobo people settled into their new home, their leader looking out over the landscape, a sense of pride and accomplishment on his face. "We have found our home," he said, his voice filled with emotion. "Here we shall build a new life, and our children shall grow strong and proud." The Krobo people celebrated long into the night, their voices and laughter echoing through the caves as they began their new life in the majestic Krobo Mountain. Kindly subscribe to Fresh Streams TV channel on YouTube as we navigate the entire story season by season, or follow us on TikTok, Fresh Streams TV, as you get the gist on all the seasons as it unfolds.